Absolutely. And the heat.
Yeah,
We're
it's
like,
here. Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I
I was going to say, we had mentioned the possibility of an isolated sea breeze shower this afternoon. Corpus Christi dry, but there are just a few speckles on the radar to the north of town. Again, these are very isolated. They're very small. Lucky to get one if you do. And they're moving through parts of Bee and Live Oak counties. See them up here. We'll zoom in on the radar imagery right over the Live Oak, Bee County line, moving toward Three Rivers. Another one weakening, it looks like, into Normanna. Maybe some sprinkles there, but that's about it in the rainfall department. Worth a mention, but again, it's not a huge player in the forecast. The heat by far is the bigger thing that we've got going on. We've got a ton of heat advisories, some heat warnings up near the DFW Metroplex, and see these showers and storms popping up near the Red River Valley. Those are being produced by a front that will sag south into southeastern Texas over the course of tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. And some activity will develop on this front, and some of that may drift down into the coastal bend early Saturday morning. I think that's actually the best chance for rain that we've got here until next week. This is the front that we're going to be watching heading into next week. It's going to be in the Central Plains on Sunday, and this front is going to slowly work into Central Texas, looks like Tuesday, and then as early as Tuesday night or maybe Wednesday, this front will start to move into the coastal bend. It's going to start to lose its forward momentum, so it's going to stall out here Wednesday, and I think most of Thursday. It'll give us a chance for scattered showers and thunderstorms. It'll destabilize the atmosphere, and depending on how much rain, you know, we may stay in the upper 80s or lower 90s on the high temperatures, and it does move through, I think, on Thursday night into Friday, in part actually because of Lee, which will be a big storm in the Atlantic. As Lee works northward, it's going to have an influence on this front to push it a little farther to the south. So Friday's looking decent right now with that setup, but it does look favorable also for scattered activity starting Tuesday night and into Wednesday and even Thursday. And with that rain around, extra cloud coverage too, temperatures are going to slide off a little bit. Low 90s on Wednesday, around 100 for the heat index Wednesday afternoon. And this may be a little lower, just depends on, you know, how this front trends. If it trends stronger, we'll have to drop them a little bit more. But I don't think it's the front that's going to be, you know, really getting people excited just yet. We're just kind of getting into the middle of September here. Lee is the big storm on the board in the Atlantic. It's a hurricane right now, and it's forecast to rapidly intensify between now and Friday, reaching major Category 3 status, and then a high-end Category 4 tracking north of the Caribbean. You see how the cone widens up a little bit at the end. There's going to be a northward turn. That'll be one of the pieces in play for the future of this thing. And I think it's going to most likely shoot the gap between the approaching front that we will get and high pressure in the Atlantic. There's some other opportunities for this thing. A stronger front would keep it farther out into the Atlantic. No worries for the East Coast. But a slower front and a stronger ridge may bring some of the East Coast into play. So for the East Coast, something to really keep an eye on. For us, it is not a concern in Texas. 77 tonight, pretty calm winds, a mainly clear sky. Tomorrow afternoon, topping out close to 100, a heat index of 113. Some winds up to around 20 miles per hour in the afternoon. Just some light chop on area bays, 1 to 2 foot waves in the near shore waters. And again, until that front comes into play Tuesday late and into Wednesday, it's going to be hot and humid with highs in the upper 90s, heat index 110 to 115. And that front hopefully delivers. I think the bigger thing with it will be whatever rain we can squeeze out of it. I don't think it's going to be the one that, you know, brings the cooler, crisp, dry air, the blue sky. I don't think that's one we're going to get next week, but
we have to wait until
October.
It's typically, yeah.
Now
It's
just
a
weeks
good
away.
thing to see it, though. It's a good thing that we're seeing that, you know, this early.
All right.
Yeah.
Alan, thanks. After the break.